Evening Sim fans, Racing 393. We're on our Factor 2 again. We've got. I've got to try. I did do a video which hopefully by the time this one goes out, you may have watched. Watkins Glen version. I can't remember the actual version. I must admit. 1.06 or something. And we're using these. Non-official monster, as I said, monsterized energy NASCAR Winston Cup cars, Winston Cup. I really am showing my age there. This is supposed to be Denny Hamlin's car. Now you can see there, but I mean, this sort of rendition of this this model, it looks absolutely stunning with the lighting effect on it. So we're going to take these cars around an oval, and perhaps an oval that's been upgraded to DirectX. So the other thing that you can do on these cars, which I'd like to show you, that you can actually configure these cars to whatever you want to do. You can see when you collect Super Speedway, certain things do change on the vehicle. Look at the back of the car here. The wing goes down and a few wing licks appear. So we're going to put it on Super Speedway. We're going to put the brakes on to Super Speedway. I don't think nothing changes. It's just more of a the settings down here, to be honest. Yeah, inner liners. So what they're basically, I mean, this is quite detailed, to be honest. I'm just seeing what's standard. So this is, you can see here, going around an oval. The wheelbase is 109.5 inches on the left and 110 inches on the right. To me that would turn left, so we're going to keep it on there anyway. I've never known this before, this is interesting. I'm going to see what all this says. You know, 20 to 1, used only at Super Speedway type tracks. And 1 metric. What I'm guessing is that when you select a track, does it change that part of the car in the game? I don't know, actually. Never thought of that before. The good thing is you can sort of see the showroom here. You can sort of move the car around. You can spin it on its axis. You can go up and down with it. And these backgrounds can be selected in the game at the beginning, so you can have a different colour background. I think white personally shows off the car very well indeed. And when you push enter, you can see the little back button there, so we can go back to the sort of the main screen. Pity this bit here doesn't quite work right, but hey ho. And then what we're going to choose, I think there was one here. Now I believe this is a new Texas track. Now I know they race around Texas. What's you got? Daytona, we've got Alabama, Atlanta, got the Brickyard, we've got Bristol. That might be interesting, but I want to test the AI out. That's what I want to do. Got Darlington, Now I know the Darlington track was just been updated, but this is a very difficult track to go on unless you know what you're doing. I don't. We've got the Daytona, which we won't go on there. I think what we might do, I've been on Texas earlier on with some Indy cars. So there's this one here, which I don't think these existed. These sort of variants of the track. Interesting. That must be, I think this is a league TWS, I'm guessing. So we've got Talladega and Texas. We'll go to Texas. The settings. Someone did say if you're good, put it at 100%. I'm not good. We've got 20 laps. I don't know if I'll last 30. We can put these up a little bit, I suppose. I did try 98%. This seems like the threshold. 97 almost seems a bit slow for me, and 98 is just, it seems too quick. I don't know whether that changes from car to car. I've just changed that to 1 o'clock because the 1.5, you know, the 1 hour 30 minutes was bugging the hell out of me. It shouldn't have done. I've scripted the weather, so you can see the weather does change rather than staying the same. So it starts out hot. I don't know whether that has an effect. I suppose it must do. It must do that. Or it wouldn't have it in it. Got full flag rules, rag flues, I was going to say then. And I'm only going to run 30 AI. I'm not going to do the normal 40. Just too many out there. Okay. And the other thing I want to make sure has changed, because it keeps putting it on, is these mirrors. I want them off. I don't want the mirror because my FOV is 44. Puts me too close to the car to get the realism, and then they can't see the mirrors. So I have to put the what I call the fake mirror on there. But that does seem a-okay. Right. We'll see how this loads up. It does this. For best experience in offline races, keep laps under the full fuel run and hit space for a quick start. Version 1.6 DirectX 11. Probably because it hasn't been optimised properly. Now I took an Indy car around here, very tail endy, but then again I hadn't changed it, the settings in the default settings, so I don't know whether that will work. I'm running my Fanatic wheel. That's all I've got. I don't need to say that, do I? I'm running my Fanatic wheel and set up as I usually do. And the other thing I want to see whether it's changed, yeah, this one here. I put that at 2 and I think it was a little bit too high. And here I can run just enough fuel to do the race if I get that far. Right, here we go. Just put my old headphones on. And what I want to also do is just put those mirrors on. Right. We seem to be ready to go. Texas Motor Speedway, here we come. Just want to test out the AI really. Oh, hang on, I've got 5 gears. A bit all over the place. Doesn't want to turn, I know that. Sounds a bit weird round an oval. You can kind of hear the tyres over the engine. And we got position 1. Don't think much of the sound, to be honest. It's almost like it won't rev much higher. It sort of sticks at around. I'm trying to look at the rev counter over my wheel as well. I don't know what's going on there. So the AI isn't very good, it would seem. They're very slow around the corner. Fast on the straight. I might need to adjust the AI. I fall off the banking. Now I wonder why I can't hear the AI as well. I can there, obviously. Look at the standings. Oh, it's fairly competitive. So it looks okay. So what I might do, welcome race fans for part 2, onto another mod now for rF2, 2, just comparing the NASCAR mods really. The first one was a sort of a fantasy mod based on colour schemes and of their real life counterparts. This is a little bit more official, if you like. This is the 2017 edition of NASCARs. I say NASCARs, that sounds so amateur. the 2017 NASCAR edition. You can see things are sort of slightly more official with their Monster Energy sponsor and the Goodyear Eagle tyres on there. So what we're going to do, we've got the same track. We've got Texas Motor Speedway. We've got the Super Speedway set up on this. So we should get on there and see how we get on. Different cars. I mean, if I'd have thought about it, I could have actually picked the same car. It doesn't really matter. So the Monsterly Energy Cup we've done, and now we're on to the 2017 stock car. And then down there, what I'll do after that is a 2018 stock car. So we're in Casey Kane this time. Let's see how we get on. Last laps we did were about 28 seconds, was it? And I was like 3/10 quicker. I did actually go and do the race in that one, but I've decided to edit it out because the AI wasn't particularly very good, if I'm honest. So I'm going to try and keep this down to sort of half hour or so, 40 minutes. Put the 3 mods on there. I didn't do an ending on the last captures because I was actually going to record the whole race, but decided not to in the end. Just to make sure everything is where I left it. So here we are in the pits in a 2017 NASCAR. Now you can see here we're still on dials. I'm assuming that the 2018 NASCAR will have electronic dashboard. I've yet to try it, so I don't know. Right. Get out there, is it? That reminds me, I've got to do still can't get out. So there's another fault. Here we go.
Outside. All clear.
Bit of a glitch there. Now when comparing these mods with NASCAR Heat 3, I don't think there's a lot in it. I think this has got better, obviously this has got better force feedback, I think, and much better steering, even on these ones. And these ain't top of the range mods, if I'm honest, but probably the best we're going to get. So we've got the same AI, the same aggression. These definitely feel a bit smoother, a bit more
inside.
Controlled in the corners. So we're just going to put a few laps in.
That was a 31.40.
That's 31. It's getting around there. I'm sure I can go a little bit quicker. Not a lot though. I don't want to go off if I can help it. The AI is much better. You know, they're not going really slow on the apexes. You can actually race them, it would seem, in a race.
The lap was a 30.25.
So that's 30 seconds. Puts me second on the grid, or second in practice. And the AI seem to be behaving themselves, it would seem. I think he might be going into the pits. He'd go a bit slow then. Yeah. So that was nice to see. You can sense that with the AI.
It's a 30.52.
We're still second quickest. As we've got a bit of clear lap, we'll try the see if we can get any quicker. Third now. Still pushes a little bit in the corners. He's going in the pits as well.
Inside.
So I haven't really got a clean lap yet. This could be the lap.
That was a 30.58.
It's not quite flat out round the whole track, which I would probably expect, to be honest. I think they race here, NASCAR. I'm sure they race in Texas. I could be wrong. Might be a IndyCar track.
The lap was a 30.63.
So 30.5, 30.6. I'm still third. But the AI seem to be more forgiving to race with, which is good to see. The force feedback in the car just seems a little bit more predictable.
The lap was a 30.81.
I think I should trail brake into the corners actually. I could probably get a quicker lap time if I use the brake a little bit. Sort of steady it on the apex.
The lap was a 30.66.
So it's quicker on the apex, but it's meant to be slower on the straight for some reason. And so it isn't quicker. Right, but I have to say,
30.87.
as I shout, so we'll come out, we'll go to the standings. And 30.2, mega close. That is competitive. That's 100% AI as well. So definitely slower than the other ones, but maybe the others are not restricted and they're monsterly energized. So see, fake power attributes as well, probably. So that's the 2017 stock car around, I nearly said Watkins Glen then, around Texas Motor Speedway. You can join me in a minute for the 2018 stock car and we can see how we go from there. Welcome again to NASCAR 2018 on R Factor 2. I picked the same driver. You see he's got a different sponsor. I'm still in Casey Kane. I'm just looking into the car there. Looking at that, he's still got a dashboard with a tachometer on it. My understanding was that they changed over to the digital ones. So I don't know whether that's licensing or that's a fault, or does it matter? Anyway, we're with a 2018 car. It looks very similar, slightly more polished, as it were. It looks a bit of a better finish. So we'll head over to the track. I've changed it all again to super speedway setup. So off we go again. This is going to take some editing to get my head round it. The first one went on for ages, so I'm going to have to edit that right down anyway. But it's only really sort of a back-to-back. I think there are more NASCAR mods on here. I'm not going to do them all tonight. I might do some more though. It's quite good comparing the two. Now I don't know whether it's exactly the same handling model and it's just different schemes, different drivers and different teams. I don't know. No, it's still the same dashboard, which is a bit disappointing, if I'm honest. I'm going to put that up to 2. Everything else is the same. Apart from my mirrors, which for some reason you have to keep changing that. Right, so let's try these ones out. 2018 NASCAR with a tachometer. Compare the times anyway. And it sounds slightly different. Or is that just my hearing? Still quite nice to drive, nice force feedback. Quite good sort of feedback through the wheel, the bumps. Turning still pretty much the same. I think it's, you know, I don't know, is it the same? Feels the same.
Outside. That was a 30.65.
I'm sure it's Jeff Gordon. He's not even out in the 2018 season. He's retired. That's a reasonably clean lap, that one.
That was a
30.3, he's probably second on the grid at the moment. Well, I keep saying that, it's not qualifying. I'm slightly quicker at the moment. As the time diminishes on that corner.
That was a 30.36.
Slightly up now. Back into full, so the AI is better. Fifth. Stay in the draft maybe, but he's coming to the pits. It just drops off so that. Oh.
The lap was a 30.35.
The lock does slow the car down though, and it's nice to see that draft works. So I'm actually slow and I'm not in the draft.
The lap was a 30.71.
going to hold my speed there. It's off the corner. Got no oomph off the corner, so
Inside.
we'll call that a day there. Because I'm not going for lap times. Just as well, really. So standings at 30.3. Much of much, just really, to be honest, isn't it? Slightly easier to drive. But it's actually, I mean, it might be the same car and I'm just getting used to it, to be honest. So there we have it. Monsterly Energized NASCAR 2017 and NASCAR 2018. I think the difference between the 17 and the 18 possibly there is just the liveries. It's just where I've got slightly better. I'll watch the replay and when I'm sort of recording it and just see if I notice any difference. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you on the next one. Hello Sim fans, I found another one. So NASCAR 2015. You can see there by the graphics here, the cars. Yeah, it looks alright actually. Looks fairly official in my eyes. We're in Carl Busch's car now, only because they haven't got names next to them, so I'm not going to flick through umpteen amounts of cars to find Casey Kane. But you can see there we've got the Monsterly Energized Cup. I keep calling it Monsterly Energy or something, but there's a 2017, there's a 2018, and these are the 2016. So we're just going to do a quick out the pits, couple of laps and back in to keep it quick and easy on the same track, because it gives you a good idea how the AI is and how the cars handle. Possibly I sense these could be just the same, different skins, but we'll see. If I'd have thought about it, I could have actually not spoken through this bit and edited it out, because this bit's a bit boring. Like anything, waiting for it to load takes ages, hours. There you go. So it does look slightly different. It looks very similar though to the car that I was using, the first one. Or was it the first one? Definitely lower. Right.
All clear.
Well,
Inside.
the Monsterly Energized, it gives it again, Monsterly Energized pack is different to this one, apparently. And this feels very much like that first mod I drove. Sounds better though. Definitely better than that first one.
That was a 29.97.
It's quicker. It's 29 seconds to get around here.
Inside.
I wonder if the 2015 were quicker anyway in real life than the today's cars.
The lap was a 29.98.
Definitely better than that Monster the Energized pack. More stable in the corners. Don't get a lap in here now, I think.
That was a 28.9.
That puts you on pole. Well, I keep saying that. I'm not qualifying, am I? See that we're sort of slightly down on my time now by a tenth or two. Yeah, we lost loads of time there, so it looks the same as the first one. It doesn't sound the same, and it does handle differently. Looks better, I have to say. Yeah, it's maybe I'm lapping quicker. I'm just looking if Casey Kane is actually in here. What? Yeah. Number 29. Oh no, that's 29. Sometimes I wonder if I actually know what I'm talking about. There's Casey Kane there. I'm guessing he's number 5. Fair enough. That's just me just checking what he was in. There's nothing to do with the sim. Anyway, there we are. Monster the Energized. Wouldn't really bother with that one. All the others though, I mean, I've done it on one track. Yeah, definitely worth doing. I'll have to check them out now. It's going to take me a bit of a while to get it edited, but probably be worth it in the end. Hope you enjoyed my NASCAR test, and I'll see you on the next one.